Welcome to One Take
Old Movie Reviews.
I'm Barbara,
And I'm David.
and we watch old movies and we're reviewing them just for something to do. We started during the COVID-19 shutdown and we are continuing just because we're enjoying it. We hope that you are enjoying it if you found our channel, and we hope that you will subscribe and like and comment. Tell us where you found it and what old movies you like, and share it if you'd like to. We'd like to get up to 25 subscribers by the time we do our 25th review. So if you would share it and like it and subscribe, we'd appreciate it.
Tonight we conclude our Humphrey Bogart series. We're reviewing The African Queen, 1951 movie.
Katharine Hepburn,
Humphrey Bogart and Robert Morley. They were the main characters in the movie.
Mm-hmm. and the African Queen.
And the African
The boat. Anyway, it was a good movie. It was a movie about, it starts out the missionaries in Africa. Katharine Hepburn and her brother, Robert Morley, are leading a church of Africans in hymns and praise. And then Humphrey Bogart pulls up with his boat, the African Queen, and it was a really cute scene. He sits down and has tea with Katharine Hepburn and her brother, and his stomach growls the whole time. So anyway, it was a cute little scene. And then as soon as he leaves and gets back on his boat and goes down the river, the Germans come in and they burn they burn the church and all of the huts of the African people, and they round them up and take them off. And we don't really know what they're doing, but Humphrey Bogart said that they were training them to use them as soldiers. So anyway.
And then Katharine Hepburn's brother contracts a disease, I believe.
I think he just kind of lost it.
And anyway, he ends up passing away. And when Humphrey Bogart returns to find that the village has been burned and her brother is dead, they bury her brother, and then they decide to take off down the river in pursuit. She wants to pursue the German tanker Louisa, which is moored off the coast apparently. Humphrey Bogart is not too anxious to do that. He really doesn't want to do that.
Yeah. He thought that once they got down the first rapids, she'd want to back up. She was so cute. She was like, oh, it was so exhilarating. It was really cute.
She was so excited about it. She wanted to go on.
Yeah. And he was like, you're crazy. Anyway.
And in the movie, they going down the river, they run into constant obstacles.
Yeah.
Heavy rain. They run into
mosquito attack, a swarm, and
eventually, during all this time, of course, they're trying to keep the boat afloat, and they go down rapids and over a waterfalls, which they hadn't been expecting.
Yeah. And then through the reed swamps and stuff like that. And finally, when they get out there onto the lake, where it's 50 miles wide and 100 miles long or something like that, they then Humphrey Bogart, he makes these missiles, is what they were going to do, and then they were going to drive the African Queen into this battleship, this big, or whatever it was, a great big German boat, and blow it up and jump off just, as soon as they could. But
it's a great show. I think it was content. And one other thing during the show, of course, they eventually fall in love. So they kind of become we call them paramours or whatever.
And then they get caught by the Germans, and because their boat sinks, and before they can blow up the German boat, they get caught by the Germans, and they're getting ready to be hung, and then the big boat runs into the African Queen with its missiles, and and they escape. It's just really cute. It's really cute.
We've kind of given it away.
The whole thing, but it's a really cute movie. Anyway.
There's a lot of trivia I found on
I'm
African
sorry.
Queen. I got all sorts of things.
I
about
talk
this.
too much.
Not at all. The boat that was the African Queen actually sank twice and had to be raised during the filming.
Oh.
And I read too, part of it was shot in the Belgian Congo, and most of the cast got sick during the filming, all except Bogey and I think one of the producers or directors, and they drank mostly Scotch whiskey, so they said that's what kept them from getting sick like the rest of the crew. Katharine Hepburn, well, first I found out that Bogey despised it. He did not like Africa at all. But Katharine Hepburn said it was, quote, utterly divine. She enjoyed her time there. But she was kind of a teetotaler. She did not approve of their drinking whiskey, so she drank strictly water, and she ended up getting dysentery. So also, Bogey's wife at that time was Lauren Bacall, and she came along on the filming, and she cooked and kind of made camp for the crew. Let's see what else. Oh, there was a scene there where Bogey is pulling the boat through the reeds, and when he gets out of the water, he is covered in leeches, and it was kind of made you sick to watch it. She was pulling the leeches off him, but Bogey insisted on them using rubber leeches. Although they did have somebody who had a leech farm bring leeches to the set, and I guess he got visibly sick looking at the leeches. So they used rubber leeches anyway for the movie. I understood the tempers flared quite a bit on the set because they had to withstand torrential rains, wild animals, snakes, scorpions, crocodiles, armies of ants, and bad water. So they put up with a lot during the filming of the movie.
It's a good thing that they got an Oscar or two for this one.
First choices for the movie I read were John Mills and Betty Davis.
Oh.
So that would have been kind of
that wouldn't have been any good.
And David Niven was also considered, but
that might have been a very distinct possibility.
something I also read about Katharine Hepburn is she carried a full-length mirror with her around during the filming because she wanted to make sure her period style dress was in good shape and everything. And during the filming, her mirror broke in half, and she ended up carrying the larger half of the two pieces with her for the rest of the shooting.
That's funny.
What else is there to find out about this? Well, Bogey got the Academy Award for Best Actor for this movie. They had 4 Oscar nominations for the show. Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. But only Bogey won the Oscar, although Katharine Hepburn did win an Oscar elsewhere in her career. This was also her first color film.
Really? It was a good movie.
Yeah. A couple other things I learned. It was the 11th most popular film of 1951.
Wow.
And American Film Institute in 1998 listed it as number 17 on the top 100 greatest American movies. And then in 2007, they named it number 65 on the greatest movies of all time list.
Wow. It was a good movie.
So that
Did
was
I
it.
say that already?
It was a good movie.
We enjoyed it. And we hope that you enjoy it too.
It was color.
I would give it what are you going to give it?
I'd give it a 5.
Oh! Okay. I would give it a 5 too. It's got all the good qualities. There wasn't anything inappropriate. Just, it was, I mean, what's funny is I kept sitting there going, oh, all the stuff that was happening, and I thought, this is just stupid. I know how it is. I should just not get so upset and tense about things, but it was really a good movie, so.
One other thing about Bogey, all the movies we've seen him in to this point, he's usually wearing a double-breasted suit, or he's very dressed to the nines, and very clean-shaven, and he looks really good. Yeah. In this one, he's smoking, he's thin, he's got a probably 5-day beard, which he finally shaved off, but then he grew it back again because they were on the move through the river. So
It was good. And there was a scene that you would never imagine Bogey acting out, but I mean, he was acting like a monkey and like a hippopotamus and making faces, and it was funny. And it shows Katharine Hepburn just laughing. Anyway, it was cute. And we really appreciated how nice and sweet they were to each other.
They were.
Most of the time. They had a spat or two, but they were just very cordial and very nice.
Very considerate of each other, and that was something to enjoy in the movie.
Yes.
So that's it. That completes our Bogey series.
That's it, I guess.
Now
We'll let you know if we watch another Bogey movie. We can hardly get away from him because we like him, but anyway, we just have enjoyed this, and we hope that you have too.
Stay with us for our next film. We don't know what it is, but stay tuned and we'll find out.
And like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. We'd like to get up to 25 subscribers by our 25th movie, and this is our, what, 21st?
21st, 22nd.
Yeah, well, one of them, we'll
One of the other.
We'll count them up.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.